If you're watching this, you already have a deep respect for the Honda Rebel. It is, quite frankly, a motorcycling icon. The perfect combination of accessible performance, sleek, blacked-out style, and that bulletproof Honda reliability. For decades, it has been the definitive starting point for countless riders. While the larger displacement versions have proven themselves as sharp, engaging alternatives to traditional, heavy cruisers. But every single year, the biggest question in the cruiser world is, how does Honda improve on perfection, and where does the Rebel go next? We've seen updates to the engine, suspension, and styling, but the 2026 lineup introduces a feature on one of its core models that doesn't just improve the bike. It radically redefines the entire concept of entry-level riding. Stick around, because that one surprise is what makes the 2026 Rebel family the most important cruiser release of the year, a move that will pull thousands of new riders into the sport. And we're saving the full breakdown of this game-changing technology for the middle of this review to keep you hooked. The enduring Rebel aesthetic, design refinements for 2026. The core philosophy of the Honda Rebel, the bobber-inspired, stripped-down, blacked-out cool, remains fiercely intact for the 2026 model year. This isn't a radical redesign. It's a meticulous refinement of an already winning formula. The minimalist aesthetic is emphasized across all three platforms, 300, 500, and 1100. The signature low-slung stance, the narrow frame at the seat-height tank junction for easy ground reach, and the muscular fuel tank remain the visual anchors. New for 2026 are several stunning colorways that deepen the bike's custom appeal. The 500 and 1100 models in particular enjoy the introduction of sophisticated shades like matte silver metallic and pearl deep mud gray that provide a rich contrast to the abundant blacked-out components, from the engine cases to the exhaust headers. Ergonomics, while fundamentally sound due to the impressive low seat height, 27.2 inches on the 500 and 27.9 inches on the 1100, see subtle tweaks. Honda has revised the urethane foam density in the seats across the board for enhanced all-day comfort. A welcome update, especially for 500 riders who use the bike for extended commutes or weekend touring. The instrument cluster across the family remains the sleek, compact negative LCD display, but has been slightly updated for improved visibility in direct sunlight, ensuring speed and gear position are always crystal clear. The contemporary full LED lighting package, from the classic A circular headlight with its crisp LED bulbs to the ultra-thin oval taillight, further cements the Rebel's identity as a modern machine wearing classic custom clothing. Power and performance, the tri-engine strategy. The strength of the Rebel platform lies in its engine diversity, offering a tailored experience for every stage of a rider's journey. The Rebel 300, the accessible single. The Rebel 300 continues to serve as the ultimate gateway motorcycle. Its 286cc liquid-cooled single-cylinder engine is unintimidating, yet perfectly capable of navigating city streets and light highway duty. It's light, nimble, and its manageable power delivery is a huge confidence builder for beginners. For 2026, the 300's mechanicals remain the same. The single-cylinder is reliable and delivers a fun, thumping ride, but as we'll reveal shortly, this model is the recipient of the year's biggest technological leap. The Rebel 500, the mid-sized sweet spot. The Rebel 500 remains the industry's best-selling cruiser for a reason. Its 471cc liquid-cooled parallel twin engine strikes a near-perfect balance between power and approachability. This parallel twin delivers a satisfying 43.3 Nm of torque at 6,000 RPM, offering robust, mid-range performance that makes highway passing effortless without being overwhelming. For 2026, the key performance and safety update to the Rebel 500 is the standardization of ABS across all trim levels, including the popular SE version with its pre-installed accessories like the diamond stitch seat and headlight cowl. This safety enhancement solidifies the 500's reputation as the practical, all-around champion of the mid-size cruiser segment. Suspension on the 500 also benefits from new bump stop rubbers on the rear shocks, designed to better absorb bigger impacts and provide a more compliant, less jarring ride over rough pavement. The Rebel 1100, the performance cruiser. At the top of the family sits the powerful Rebel 1100, the machine that proved a cruiser doesn't need to be a V-twin to be muscular and engaging. Its 1084cc liquid-cooled parallel twin engine, derived from the Africa twin, delivers ample torque and features the sophisticated throttle-by-wire system. This allows for 4 selectable riding modes, standard, rain, sport, and 2 customizable user modes, which actively control power delivery, engine braking, and Honda Selectable Torque Control, HSTC, for a highly adaptable riding experience. For 2026, the 1100 continues to be offered with the choice of a slick 6-speed manual transmission or the highly popular 6-speed dual-clutch transmission, DCT. The DCT remains an engineering marvel, providing seamless, lightning-fast automatic shifting or push-button manual shifts, all while offering the rider a non-stalling, easy-to-manage experience. The 1100 and its touring variant, the 1100T, with its factory-equipped fairing and hard saddlebags, represent a modern, performance-focused alternative to the heavy traditional cruiser market. The game-changing surprise, introducing Rebel 300 E-Clutch now. Let's talk about the genuine game-changer. The surprise that binds this model year to the future of motorcycling. The Honda E-Clutch technology, which is now standard on the 2026 Rebel 300. This is the innovation that Honda has deployed to eliminate the single greatest barrier to entry for new riders, the perceived complexity of the clutch. The E-Clutch is an electronically controlled system that automates the clutch engagement and disengagement. It uses electronic motors to actuate the clutch pack based on data from the engine's ECU, sensors monitoring gear position and wheel speed. The result? The Rebel 300 can now be started, stopped, and ridden through all 6 gears without the rider ever needing to touch the clutch lever. Think about that for a second. New riders can focus purely on throttle, braking, and steering, eliminating the fear of stalling at a stoplight or fumbling a gear change in traffic. This is a massive leap in accessibility, making the process of learning to ride significantly less stressful and more enjoyable from day one. However, here's the genius of the E-Clutch. It is not a fully automatic transmission. The rider still uses the foot shifter to select gears. The system simply manages the clutch for smooth engagement. But the biggest surprise? The traditional clutch lever is still present and fully functional. If the rider wants to take manual control of the clutch for a downshift, a quick and dirty launch, or just to practice the manual operation, they can use the lever at any time. The E-Clutch will temporarily shut off for 5 seconds once the lever is pulled, giving full control back to the rider. This dual functionality is a brilliant move. It allows beginners to use the semi-automatic feature for confidence building, then transition to full manual control as they gain skill, all on the same motorcycle. It offers the best of both worlds and truly democratizes the manual transmission riding experience, making the 300 the perfect machine for both learning and growing. Final verdict: the cruiser of the future is here. The 2026 Honda Rebel family offers more than just new paint. It delivers a clear vision for the future of the cruiser segment. The Rebel 1100 provides a high-performance, technologically sophisticated alternative to traditional big twins, while the Rebel 500 perfects the mid-sized balance of power and practicality with standard ABS. But the true headline is the Rebel 300 with its E-Clutch. By integrating a semi-automatic clutch system that still retains the engagement of a manual gearbox, Honda has made the entry point to motorcycling more appealing and less daunting than ever before. This is not just an update. It's a revolution in rider accessibility. If you're ready to get on 2 wheels or step up to a more modern cruiser, the 2026 Rebel lineup must be at the top of your list. Thanks for watching this extensive breakdown. For more cutting-edge motorcycle news, in-depth reviews, and detailed specs, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for Bike Updater Pro.